When my son was first diagnosed and I went back to my hometown in Malaysia, they thought it was something that I was doing wrong. And at the time, they thought it's because we didn't eat meat, red meat. And they said, oh, he's weak because you don't, give him red meat. And then there was another person that told me that my son is just lazy because we had to carry him. But we, as a family, we always knew that that wasn't true and that people just didn't know. So I never took it personally. And as a family, we just decided to just live fully and not worry so much what people say, that we just had to be a different way for our children, as an example to them. I think in the early stages, my son is now 33, so he's actually lived much longer than expected. So we were diagnosed quite a long time ago when he was age 6, so the internet was new, there wasn't so much, that we could, so much information. So we really depended on doctors, and they didn't really have much. And at the time, they just told us that there's no cure, no treatment, just go home and take care of him and hope for the best. And I think for me, I just thought, if they can go to the moon, we can try and fix this disease. So I just didn't listen to them, basically. And I realized that I think nothing is impossible. So we, as a family, and we created a charity, we read things in magazines and we contacted researchers and we said, can you use this technology for boys with Duchenne? That actually really happened. And a long story short, it's going to be an FDA-approved drug, like in a couple of months. And that was just from reading something in a magazine for a completely different disease. And we thought, whoa, this could be applied for Duchenne. And the researchers said, well, you fund the animal studies, and we did. And then 12 years later, we may have a therapy. So yeah, I'm someone that I don't listen to people. I've been to a lot of forums in other countries, namely America, and it's so organized. I was just saying to someone that everyone is so calm, and I feel very respected. People are just so kind, and I'm not just saying it; it's really true. I was telling my husband, it's like, oh my God, I feel like I'm a princess in a palace. Like the gifts that we have. I mean, I keep taking pictures. I say, oh my God, look, we have this, and we have these, whatever it is. There's just so many gifts that we were given, and it makes me realize the place of a woman in rare disease. And as a mother, it's just very special because, I don't get that kind of treatment. I work very hard for my son. My husband and we've structured our whole lives around caring for him. So this is very, very special. Yeah, it's really good.